Boy, twists and turns with Felicity Huffman.
Yes, indeed. You know, of course, that she's been sentenced to 14 days in a federal prison, and
I want to talk about that in a minute. You were gone, but I want to talk about that. But let's get into
the 14 days.
Yeah, but we'll get into that in a minute. But
yes.
Let's talk about the new stuff.
Yeah. First, the photos that we got of Felicity looks like she's going in to do some sort of community service. Now, she hasn't been told where she has to do it. She has to do 250 hours. So maybe this will account towards it.
The officials have to approve a list of places she can go, and they haven't done that yet. So she's taking a chance by doing community service that may or may not count.
That may not
but
count.
At least she's showing goodwill, and she wants to go into a certain prison facility. And this kind of gives you brownie points if if you show you're really.
I see, because she's put in a request to go to a certain prison.
The prison that she wants to go to. We actually got some details on it. It sounds like it's the best of a bad situation. So if she gets to this place, upon entry, she'd get 3 pairs of underwear, a comb, some deodorant, and perhaps most egregiously, 1 roll of toilet paper for her entire 2-week stay, which is outrageous.
Well, no. It's 2 weeks for a roll, Fabian. I mean,
you don't have to share it with anybody.
Come on, Fabian.
People need toilet paper. Like,
well, how many rolls do you go through in 2 weeks?
We don't need to know that, Fabian. We should say the place that she wants to go.
Well, you raised the issue.
The place she wants to go is in the Bay Area. It's a place called Dublin, California. So that's where she would like to go. She will go to a minimum security. It's a minimum security prison, and
they're probably going to let her do it. And again, it's 14 days. By the way, we should show you the picture. The picture that we showed you of her going to community service.
There was somebody else with her.
Yes, there was indeed.
Yes, her daughter Sophia.
She is the one who took that SAT test.
Right. Now, she didn't know that anything
She didn't know. No, she didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
But
Sophia did
it's
nothing
just
wrong.
Interesting that the two of them went.
Sophia was bringing cupcakes.
And this is a place for troubled teens.
Yes.
It's a really good
program.
I have a question, actually. Isn't it kind of transparent that Felicity's showing up for this? Like, even if she's trying to curry good favor with the judge, isn't that transparent, and wouldn't that actually look bad and backfire?
No, because
the whole point is to show that you are willing to help the community.
And the judge said in the sentencing that, to her credit, she took responsibility early on. So the judge really made that point. So she's just saying, okay, I'll double down on that. Now, let's get into the sentence just for a minute, because you were gone.
The 14 days.
This is a spectacular loss for the prosecutors, and the media, to me, is playing this thing all wrong. They're saying, oh my God, Felicity Huffman got time and this and that. She got what you get if you steal a bottle of wine from a liquor store. She got 14 days. Right. The prosecution, now we haven't, look, they submitted a legal doc saying that they wanted a month. No, that's not true. We knew early on they wanted up to a year for her.
Yes.
And
then it came down.
And then it came down to 4 months, and now it came down to, and because the probation department said, as far as we're concerned, if they give her no time, we're okay with that. And they said that in the report. So the prosecution just caved on this thing, and they didn't even get the month. So they spent millions of dollars on this case. They came out with this statement saying, it doesn't matter how much time, as long as they do time. No prosecutor in the history of the world has ever said that, but they did. So and they started out wanting a year, and now they've got 14 days. Come on. And Felicity Huffman.
But the judge saying something you just said that the judge said. Look, it's great that she stepped up and took responsibility for this early on. If you're Lori Loughlin, you and your husband have not necessarily taken.
You are correct, but
so if you hear the judge say that, do you go like,
no, you don't? And I'll tell you why. Because I think the prosecution is going to go to Lori now because they're going to get, I think, really embarrassed in this case. The judge said in the case, and this is so important, please hear this part. The judge said in the case that with Felicity, there was no actual loss or even an intended loss.
Okay.
And let me just make the point. They are saying that even if she intended to displace another worthy student, that's not a loss according to the law. So you can't even consider that. The judge said it. And the probation department said it.
Except that Sophia didn't go to a college, so nobody did suffer a loss anyway.
Intended loss. And the probation department...
And my point is, you can't say that... Look, I don't know what the judge is going to say,
I read all this stuff.
You can't say that there's no loss in the case of Lori Loughlin.
It's the same thing.
Her
the judge,
girls went to the school.
Charles.
USC took that.
The probation department said.
The probation department didn't say that about Lori Loughlin.
They said it doesn't matter if
Felicity Huffman.
They said it doesn't matter if you displace another student. It's not considered a loss. They said it in the report because they addressed what the prosecutor said.
But the judge doesn't have to go with what the probation department says.
Correct, but
the judge can say this is clearly different.
Okay, so let me try it one more way and we'll move on. If the judge is saying that Felicity...
Hold on a second. No, not.
No, I'm going to ask you one question. If the judge is saying that there was no intended loss by Felicity, didn't she intend...
The judge didn't say that.
The judge said it. The judge said it. So if there's no intended loss, what did she intend when she rigged the SAT test? To get her daughter into a school and displace another student.
I guess the difference is what she did was rig a test, whereas Lori Loughlin and her husband are accused of actually getting their kids into the school. They had nothing to do with the testing. There was no testing.
But there's no loss, and they said that the sentencing is based on loss.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm Angelique from Arlington, Virginia, and I think Felicity Huffman's going to be just fine. It's only 2 weeks. I think it's going to be very Judy King, Orange is the New Black situation.
What did you just say?
Make some new friends.
What kind of king?
Judy King?
Judy King and Orange is the New Black.
I thought you said Duty King because of the toilet paper.
No,
Harvey,
well,
not everybody.
She'll be fine for 2 weeks with one roll of toilet paper.
It all depends on what her diet is.
How many does one need? How many rolls do you need in 2 weeks?
You need multiple rolls of toilet paper for 2 weeks.
Think I would need less than one roll for 2 weeks. I think one roll could last me a month for sure.
Okay, there you go. Fabian needs a lot more.
Angelique, I'm sorry that you even answered that. You should have told him to get lost.